good evening slash morning, depending on where you are, slash daytime, nighttime. Happy day in America. It's the day after Thanksgiving. And I don't know about you guys, but Christmas is in full swing at my house now. And by Christmas, I mean Amazon deliveries. I'm sitting in my library with like 12 Amazon boxes. I have a really big family. There's just a lot of Amazon happening right now. I don't really know where I'm going with this. So tonight we are at the spa. I wish I was at a real spa. Ooh, I'm gonna be like that tonight, apparently. Yeah, Craig, you know I'm coming. You know I'm gonna talk. So actually, that's not even true. We start out in San Diego at Oceanside Park. Oceanside Racetrack, where we have the Oceanside Classic, which has a field of 6 this year, and then we're going to move over to the spa. So this is a really, really fun field. I love it. We have 3 multimillionaires in here. In the field of 6. On the fence for Craig McGee is the Steven Saratoga bred alcohol. The son of primetime is out of Triple Crown winner. Nope, that's a lie. Sorry, this one won the Stewards Cup Classic winner Altitude. Not to be confused with I'll let you know. This guy has been a little bit disappointing. He has only won 4 of his 15 starts. He's always kind of right there. Like he was 3rd in the American Maturity last out. 6 in the Desert Marathon. I think that's too far for him. 8th in the Pegasus Classic. I think that's too short for him. He did win a grade 1 over this mile and a quarter distance last year. Number 2, Globetrotter for Durzo Blint, a $3 million earner. He won the local prep for this race, which is the Oceanside Handicap. The son of Henry has been kind of I'm going to say disappointment this year. He's a multiple grade 1 winner. He was 3rd in this race last year. But since then, he was 10th in the Stewards Cup, 13th in the Pegasus, 9th in the Saudi, 9th in the Desert World Cup. And then all of a sudden, bam, he wins the Oceanside Handicap. Why? What's with the change? Is it he likes it here, or he's rounding back into form? Was that the fluke? We are going to find out today. Number 3, Future is today for W.C. Lee. The son of Pittsburgh is 4 for 17 lifetime. He has been top 3 13 times. He won the grade 2 Cafajeste. I probably butchered that stakes last out. Or sorry, 2 back. Was 3rd last out. He's a hard knocking guy. He's definitely probably the longest shot in the field, but he's run a 94 and he's always right there. Number 4 is Comeback Kid for Aaron Sanderson. 10 for 14 lifetime on this Louisville Derby winner. Since his Triple Crown exploits 1 year ago, he won the Midsummer Classic. He's been kind of weird. 3rd in the Pegasus. Then he ran in a barrier trial and managed to lose. Like, do you know how hard it is for a horse this good to lose one of those? Well, he bounced right back. He won the Desert World Cup and his prep for this race over this distance. A $5.8 million earner is Comeback Kid. Number 5, I'll Want It in Print for Steven Saratoga. Loosely related to Alcohol on the Rail. 8 for 16 lifetime. I don't see any grade 1 wins on this guy's record, but he does have multiple grade 2 races. He's obviously been very well campaigned with that 8 for 16 record, and he did win an allowance race at this distance last out. Rounding out the field, another old man in here is Torchlight for Darcy McBride. The son of Light Song is 6 for 17, $2.1 million earned. He did win the Scott Island Memorial Desert Marathon 2 starts back. That was over 2 miles. He obviously has run this mile and a quarter distance several times before. The last time he ran it was an allowance race where he was 2nd. That was kind of a weird thing, though, because that was in between the Stewards Cup Marathon over 2 miles and the Memorial Desert Marathon over 2 miles. So that was kind of like a weird prep where he dropped back. He shouldn't really have a problem with the distance. I feel like he's one that's kind of ended up in those marathon races. I know I've said that before just because he can't beat the wearing the purples of the world, but let's see how he does against this field today. I just looked up the horse Purple the Wearing, which is not a real horse. Where is Wearing the Purple? He was 2nd last out. Oh, he did win a grade 1 before that. Okay, he's not like fallen off the face of the earth or anything. Let's see what the chatters are saying now that it is just about post time. That horse is going to make Craig turn to alcohol. Yeah, I assume someone's on their way to name a horse Purple the Wearing. Honestly, someone should reserve it, though. Not name a horse that. Reserve it for a Wearing the Purple baby. All right, guys, it's post time for the Oceanside Classic. The first of 3 mile-and-a-quarter races tonight. Betting pool closes at 12,700 and they are off. One step slow for alcohol, so too All Wanted in Print. Those two bobble just a little bit. Comeback Kid showing speed, and now Alcohol on the Rail is hustled up. Torchlight is 3 wide, and All Wanted in Print takes back. Future is Today. Globetrotter is at the back of the field. So they go under the wire the first time, and it's Alcohol with his head in front of Comeback Kid. Alcohol now puts his shoulders in front. Comeback Kid takes back. He's happy to be second. Then comes Torchlight right alongside. He's 3 wide of this trio. Then we have a big gap, 4 lengths back to All Wanted in Print. Future is Today, and Globetrotter is at the back. They run down the backstretch, and it is a duel out here between Alcohol and Comeback Kid. They've got 2 lengths on Torchlight, who's sitting happy in third, and the rest are well back. It's 6, 7 lengths to All Wanted in Print, and Future is Today. Globetrotter would have to make up 12 to win it, and they round the far turn in the Oceanside Classic, and now Alcohol's trying to get away from Comeback Kid. Alcohol moves a length clear. Comeback Kid still chasing. He's still got his shot. Torchlight trying to get closer. Here's Globetrotter launching a bid from the back, and they're sweeping into the lane, and it looks like it's going to be Alcohol. Alcohol trying to run away with it with the upset. Comeback Kid now battling back. Globetrotter's up in a third. Torchlight. Alcohol. Can he hold on? Comeback Kid did not. Alcohol, your upset winner of the Oceanside Classic over Comeback Kid. Length and a half back to Globetrotter, and then 3 to Torchlight. The official winner is Alcohol, 4-year-old roan colt by Primetime out of Altitude by Blue Bayou. A Steven Saratoga bred owned by Craig McGee, who is now 5 for 16 lifetime. Craig McGee spent $12 million on this horse. And if I was Craig, I did that not because I thought he was going to win the Oceanside Classic, but because I looked at his pedigree and said, oh yeah, that's happening later. Congratulations, Craig. I don't really love that you beat Comeback Kid, but, I'll allow it for today. All right, next up we move to the spa for the Midsummer Oaks. We have a field of 10. Whoops, I yapped a little too long for a field of 10 on the fence for Mike Springer. Fool for Waiting. A Daughter of Valley of Fire out of Suti. 5 for 7 lifetime. She was third in a grade 1 race over this distance last out. Number 2, Dark Mace Gurr. It might be GR, but I'm going to go with Gurr. I'm pretty sure I said that last time this horse ran for Nick Ranieri. Danny Derby bred this one 3 for 6 lifetime. She is by Ultima. Number 3, Song of the Winds. Second in the Louisville Oaks for Jack Meyer. The Daughter of Valley of Fire is 3 for 7. Last out was 4th in the Long Island Acorn. Number 4, Nothingness for John Exet. This is a Daughter of Dreaming Tree and out of Say Goodbye, who is a nice mare for Exet. She is the dam of Gold out of Coal. I knew her from somewhere. Just 1 for 7 lifetime. She is lightly raced, broker maiden with a 92. Number 5, Believe in Miracles. That's not a song. I just made it up. 4 for 7 lifetime. Has actually won 2 grade 1 races in a row for Danny Derby, the Daughter of Mace. Won the Little Lamb and the Toronto Oaks. Number 6, Craig McGee trying to go back-to-back with the upsets. This is Dark is Her Banner by Bannerlord, coming off a barrier trial win after running kind of off the board and up the track in 2 grade 1 races. But hey, before that, she actually won a major Derby prep over the Colts. Number 7, Riveting Rocket. For Xander Zone, Blueprint the sire here, 3 for 8 lifetime, was second in that Z Princess Memorial, ahead of Fool for Waiting last out. Oh, she also won a grade 1 over this distance back in week 8. Number 8 is Loved for Nina Olson, the Daughter of Mace, is 4 for 6 lifetime. She won the Baltimore Oaks on a night when we had a broadcast, and then came right back to defeat Riveting Rocket, and Fool for Waiting in the Z Princess Memorial. Number 9, Shadow of Silence by Death Pierce Me, Jack Meyer Homebred. 2 for 6 lifetime was your winner of the Clearwater Oaks last out. And rounding out the field, Appetite. I think, because there's an apostrophe, but I'm going to go with Appetite today. This is the sister to Battalion, a daughter of Riptide for Carol Hansen, a homebred who's 3 for 8, won a allowance race 2 back. That's your field. Did you guys bet? Are you guys ready? Are you pumped? Trying to find the chat room. What window is that in? There it is. Darcy loves Bannerlord. Bannerlord. I feel like that's a horse that Autumn Blackmail hates. Just trying to give you trouble, Autumn. For no reason. You're at the top of my list. They're in the gate. They're off in the Midsummer Oaks. Dark as Her Banner was slow to begin. Dark Mace Gurr is flashing speed, one from the fence, loved up towards the outside, and Fool for Waiting is now hustled along. Dark as Her Banner and Believe in Miracle. Shadow of Silence, Riveting Rocket, Nothingness, Appetite, and 2 back to Song of the Winds. They are very tightly grouped with 1 mile left to go. Dark Mace Gurr and Dark as Her Banner, loved is 3 wide, and Fool for Waiting, those 4 are less than a length apart. Believe in Miracles is right there too. Shadow of Silence, Riveting Rocket, Nothingness, Appetite, and Song of the Winds just 5 lengths front to back, and it's Dark as Her Banner who now tries to get away from the rest of them. Loved is up into second. Dark Mace Gurr already dropping back. Then comes Fool for Waiting. Believe in Miracles still 5th. Riveting Rocket ahead of Shadow of Silence. Nothingness, Appetite, and Song of the Winds is the long distance trailer. They're all chasing Dark as Her Banner and Loved, who has moved up alongside. Dark Mace Gurr loses a spot to Fool for Waiting. Believe in Miracles is coming on. Riveting Rocket, and they're rounding the far turn. And Loved is taking the lead from Dark as Her Banner, who's dropping back swiftly. Fool for Waiting coming on. Believe in Miracles is up 3rd. Riveting Rocket, the closers are trying to get to Loved. She runs down the stretch. Fool for Waiting is the danger coming alongside. 2 back to Believe in Miracles. Song of the Winds from nowhere, but it's Loved who holds on by a neck. Fool for Waiting, a length back to Believe in Miracles, a length to Song of the Winds, and then Riveting Rocket. The official winner is Loved, a 3-year-old Dark Bay filly by Mace, out of Love Spells by Kingdom Come, a homebred for Nina Olson, who is now 5 for 7 lifetime, and a multiple grade 1 winner. We're down to the last race of the night, and it is just a field of 5, but what a 5 horses. 4 of the 5 3-year-olds are millionaires already. And the last horse is no slouch either. So on the fence for Danny Derby, we have Camelot, a $5 million Storebred who is 4 for 8 lifetime. This guy won the SoCal Derby, was 3rd, beaten just a length in the Louisville Derby, 5th in both the next 2 legs of the Triple Crown. He has been away since week 9. Can he spring the upset? Number 2, Pursuing the Moon for Cindy Saunders, the son of Champion, was, unbeaten until he ran in the Long Island Classic. I think that was probably a little far for him. A champion out of an all-of-time mare seems dicey. But she had to try. Pursuing the Moon was not entered in the Louisville Derby. That was a fail. I didn't mean that mean. I just meant because he's so legit. But he did, actually, might have been even better for him because he won the Baltimore Crown. The horse who was second that day, Yosemite, is the only horse who's really missing from this race. He won the first 2 legs of the Canadian Triple Crown. I actually kind of thought Laura was going to try and go for it on the turf in the 3rd leg, but he did not enter. So then I thought he was going to show up here. He's not here. Not the point. We're only talking about horses who are in here. So Pursuing the Moon is 6 for 7 lifetime. Number 3 is your Long Island Classic winner, and that is Ezra for Cleopatra. Lily Wilkins has this horse, bred this horse by Henry. 4 for 8 lifetime. I've always loved this horse. He was 4th in the Derby and 4th in the Crown, but he put it all together to win that Long Island Classic, and he's right back here with his friends today. Number 4, Ichabod Crane, aka Icky for Elaine Zara, the son of Duke of Edinburgh. 8 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. He was third in the Baltimore Crown, but came back to be second, beaten just ahead in the Long Island Classic. He is the real deal. He won 3 Grade 1 races in a row earlier this year. Can he get back to his winning ways? The Louisville Derby winner often does very well in the Midsummer Classic, whatever race this is. Rounding out the field, Link to the Pass for Danny Derby. I assumed that this was going to be like some kind of rabbit, but it's not. It doesn't have early speed, so I don't really know what the plan was here. But this guy is a Grade 1 winner right here at the Spa last out in the El Rival Decade Stakes, which is the equivalent to the Jim Dandy in real life, aka the local prep for this race. So I guess he kind of had to run here. He ran 10th in the Stewards Cup Juvenile last year. He was second in a week 7 Calbred race. So that's your field for the Midsummer Classic. I will give you 1 minute to tell me which horse is going to win. Tell me who will win. Who will win this race? Why are people saying hi to Justin? I don't see a Justin. Is there a Justin? Justin Turner. Blast from the past. Laurel says Pursuing the Moon. Craig McGee says Icky. Don't forget that our next broadcast is not until week... Ooh, am I going to try and do the Chimborazo? No, I cannot. Apparently, I am at a cat fundraising event that night for myself. Someone's throwing a rock concert in our honor. It's a whole situation that I wasn't even asked about. And then they were like, can you bring cats? I'm like, to a rock concert? So anyway, I will not be doing the Chimborazo, but I will be here for the ARC, which is on December 12th, 2 weeks from today, but early in the morning. And yes, I have no idea how I think the Stewards Cup is going, because the 2-year-old races are... No, it's the mixers are on Christmas Eve. Okay, we all know that's out. But the 2-year-old races are on Christmas Day. And then the Friday races are on the 26th, which would normally be fine, except for that I'm working at Santa Anita. So I think I'm going to try to pre-record both. But that means pre-recording a show on Christmas Day. I don't know. We're going to see how that works out. Maybe we'll just put the sim on break some more. Let's call this race before results post. Before I've even gotten to it. Only 2,000 in the betting pool. What, you guys get scared? They're off in the 71st Midsummer Classic. Ichabod Crane was 1 step slow, but the rest away were good, and it is Ezra going out to the lead. Ichabod Crane now hustled alongside. Link to the Pass is 3 wide, and then Pursuing the Moon tucks in alongside Camelot on the rail, and that is the field as they come past us the first time with 1 mile left to go. Ichabod Crane now shakes clear, and he's quickly opened up 2 lengths on Ezra in second. They string out here early. Link to the Pass and then Pursuing the Moon. Camelot is already 7 lengths off the leader. That leader is Ichabod Crane, and they string out even more. Ezra's got 5 lengths now on Link to the Pass. Pursuing the Moon would have to make up 10, maybe 11 to win it. Camelot would have to come from even further back. He's a good 15 lengths off the lead, and that leader with 5 furlongs left to go is Ichabod Crane, and he's trying to run away with the Classic. Ezra trying to get closer to him. He's still 6 lengths clear of Link to the Past. Pursuing the Moon now coming with his bid. He's coming alongside Link to the Past, and now he's up in the third. Camelot is still the trailer as they round the far turn. Ichabod Crane, his lead is down to 2 as Ezra comes after him, and Pursuing the Moon. These 3 are going to hook up into the stretch. Link to the Past and Camelot alongside each other, 4th and 5th. They're into the stretch. It's Ichabod Crane, Ezra on the outside, and Pursuing the Moon on the rail. 3 across the track in the Midsummer Classic. Ichabod Crane is so game. He puts away Ezra, but Pursuing the Moon is right there too. It's going to be awfully close. It's a photo in the Midsummer Classic between the Derby and Crown winners. Ezra was a length back 3rd, Camelot and Link to the Past. The official winner, by the barest of noses, Pursuing the Moon. A 3-year-old black colt by Champion out of Calling on Angels by All of Time. A homebred for Cindy Saunders, who is now 7 for 8 lifetime. Obviously, I'm an Ichabod Crane fan as well. But this poor animal led every jump but the very last one. Like, that is a brutal way to get beat. I very much look forward to seeing all 3 of those horses back in the Stewards Cup Classic in 4 weeks. Will they have a prep? Will they prep against each other? Will they try like a barrier trial or a workout? Or will they just go straight to week 16? It will be fun to see them stack up against the likes of Alcohol, Comeback Kid, wearing the purple, other older horses whose names I'm not thinking of right now. I love this time of year. I think it is great. Sarah, you're probably right about that, actually. Just the way the algorithm works. Too close. You gotta run the race. You gotta be in it. Alright, guys. It was lovely to see you all. It is 9 o'clock at night here. I have worked all day long, and I have crazy shifts the next 2 days as well. So I shall bid you adieu. But know that you're in my Thanksgiving heart, and I'm grateful for you.